This program will show you the locations of the major components for the Boeing 747-400 air conditioning system. The components are located in several areas of the airplane: the flight deck, the main equipment center, the air conditioning compartments, the pack discharge plenum, the passenger compartment, the upper deck, and the cargo compartments. You will find controls and indications for the air conditioning system here on the flight deck. Located on the pilot's overhead panel are the bleed and air conditioning control panels. The bleed control panel contains the air conditioning pack control switches. You will find most of the controls for the air conditioning system are contained here on the air conditioning control panel. They include the pack reset switch light and system fault light, the high flow switch light, a zone reset switch light and system fault light, trim air switch light, the upper and lower recirculation switch lights, aft cargo heat switch light, the passenger temperature selector, the flight deck temperature selector, and the optional Gasper fan switch light. You will find various air conditioning system messages displayed here on the pilot's main and auxiliary screens. The main ICAS screen will display advisory messages, memo messages, and ECS data blocks. The auxiliary ICAS screen will display status messages and the ECS synoptic page. The CDUs provide access to various CMC functions, including any present leg faults, the maintenance pages, and ground tests. You will find circuit breakers for the air conditioning system located both on the main power distribution panels and on the overhead circuit breaker panel. The air conditioning system also provides air for windshield defogging and shoulder heating. The controls for these heat sources are located on the left and right sides of the flight deck. Cooling packs 1 and 2 are here on the left side of the keel beam. Pack number 3 is on the right. All the cooling packs are similar, so we will use pack number 2 as an example. Let's follow the airflow through the cooling pack, starting here at the flow control and shutoff valve. The air next flows through the primary heat exchanger. After the air leaves the heat exchangers, it next flows past the compressor bypass check valve, then through the air cycle machine compressor. Past the compressor discharge overheat switch and the compressor discharge temperature bulb. Next, the air flows through the secondary heat exchanger. After the air leaves the heat exchanger, it flows through this water collector with its water drain line, and then either through the turbine or through the turbine bypass valve. After the air leaves the air cycle machine, it flows through a water scupper. Then through the water separator, a water drain line connects the separator to the aspirator. After the air leaves the separator, its temperature is sensed by the pack discharge temperature sensors A and B, and the pack discharge overheat switch. You will find the trim air shutoff valve located directly above the pack number 2 heat exchanger. This trim air differential pressure sensor sends signals to the central maintenance computer, or CMC. Cooling air for the heat exchangers is controlled by these inlet and exit doors. This ram air inlet door is for pack 1. This is for pack 2, and this door is for pack 3. Inlet door actuators and their access panels are located next to the inlets. After the cooling air leaves the exchangers, it exits through these ram air exit doors. Each door includes a ram air exit door actuator and an out-of-sequence limit switch. Conditioned air from all 3 packs flow into the distribution plenum, which is located above the center wing section. There are 2 inlet filters and recirculation fans and 7 mufflers. The main passenger compartment is divided into 5 zones. Each zone contains 1 or more zone temperature sensor assemblies. Zones A and E are each equipped with 1 assembly. Zones B, C, and D all have 2 assemblies. In Zone A, the temperature sensor air inlet filter assembly is located on the PSU. The Zone A alternate temperature sensor is located above the filter. A flexible duct connects to the sensor assembly, which is located on top of a stowage bin. Zones B, C, and D each have a forward inlet filter and an aft inlet filter. The sensor assemblies are all located on top of the stowage bins. The 1 Zone E sensor assembly is installed the same as in Zone A, without the alternate temperature sensor. The temperature control of each zone is fine-tuned at the cabin temperature selector panel, which is usually located forward of door number 2 right. The upper deck zone temperature sensor is located on top of this stowage bin. You must remove the ceiling panel to access the assembly. If the optional upper deck crew rest area is installed, the temperature controller is located on the sidewall.